My scripture passages this evening come from the Gospel according to John. John chapter 1, verses 1 through 11, and John chapter 8, verse 12. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God, and all things came into being through him, and apart from him, nothing came into being that has come into being. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. There came a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify about the light, so that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but he came to testify about the light. And there was the true light, which coming into the world enlightens every man. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and those who were his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become the children of God, even to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor the will of flesh, nor the will of man, but God. John 8:12 says, Then Jesus again spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. May the Lord bless the reading of his word. Darkness. Just a few days ago was the winter solstice, the longest night of the year, when the daylight hours are the shortest, the nights are long and cold, and the days short. Many during this time of year suffer from seasonal depression, due to the changes in season, light levels. Also because of the holiday season often perhaps brings difficult memories to many. But yet, in this darkness, a light came into the world just over 2,000 years ago. He was God himself. A God that loved us so much that he was willing to lay aside his godhood and to come and be born as one of us in human form. To be a servant and to be obedient to God the Father, even until death on a cross. Why? To save us from our sins and to be a light in that dark place. John here talks about the darkness that they experienced there in the first century. Those were dark and difficult days under oppression of a Roman Empire. The people of Israel had suffered greatly. The government had forced the people to relocate, to be taxed, so they could be taxed even more than they already were. Nothing new under the sun, you see. Oppression, evil, taxation, war, famine, pestilence, all of those things that were there in those days. They knew what darkness was, but a light came in unexpectedly. You ever been outside at night and you've been, outside for a few minutes and your eyes have adjusted, and then like somebody like turns on a flashlight and you're like, oh my God. Feels like a million candles like burning in your face. Yeah. Jesus splits the darkness into light. Paul wrote to the Philippian church in 2 Philippians chapter 14 and 15. Do all things without complaining or arguments, so that you will prove yourselves to be blameless and innocent, children of God above reproach in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. Yeah. Among whom you appear as lights of the world. Things are rough in the first century. Things are rough in the 21st century. I don't have to tell you much. We've been through a couple of years of pestilence, civil unrest, and that's on top of the normal stuff that you might have: family difficulties, economic difficulties, job losses, job pressures, other sickness and disease. It can be pretty rough and overwhelming. But I want to tell you that Jesus is the light of the world. And He gives the light of everlasting life. He can be that light for you when all other lights go out. No matter how desperate or dark your situation, God can shine a light even in the darkest places. Now, does that mean everything's going to go our way and things are going to be hunky-dory and all that stuff? No. We're still going to have trials. We're still going to have sufferings. But we don't have to endure them alone. We can have a Savior who loves us so much that He died for us, so that we could be with Him forever. Forever. That's a long time. And it begins now. You don't have to wait till you're dead. Jesus can be with you every single day. To be that light on the crooked path when you can't see. To help you up when you fall down. And trust me, we'll all fall down occasionally. But He's still there for us. Because He is the true light. And the true light. The world doesn't understand, doesn't know Him. They can't imagine giving without receiving in return. And that's why, the world likes a big extravaganza and a big price tag and shiny stuff. And there's nothing wrong with stuff. We all like stuff. But it's temporary. What we really need is the love of someone who will never leave us or forsake us, the Scripture says. even if those around us will. God is the true light. And tonight, we celebrate his birth. Star, glory of angels, and us, just shepherds, going about our business, trying to muddle through our days. But oh, what glory awaits us when we'll look and see. We might find a babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, an unexpected place. God has the ability to show up where we least expect it. I hope this Christmas you'll be looking for him in people and places as God works and loves through us. So we should follow his example. No complaining or arguments. You prove yourself blameless and innocent children of God, because the days are tough. In just a moment, we're going to sing our hymn of invitation and response, Silent Night. We've got little candles. You can turn them on at the base. They're electric now. These batteries may go out one day. But the batteries, the power that Jesus gives, that light will never go out. But we're going to raise these candles to symbolize the light of Jesus Christ in us. And don't ever forget it, because God is never, ever going to forget you.